He's back.
Yeah.
With vengeance. The question is, what has been the hardest thing in this training cycle so far?
I'm not a fan of this. I'm mostly focused on gearing up and getting ready for our long run because we have a heck of a long run this week, right? 18 miles?
That's the plan. Channel positivity. Thanks for tuning in. Patience is a virtue.
Feeling tight. She's trying to do her dancing thing. 90+ degree strut. We sweaty.
Channel positivity.
That's a good sign. Oh, feeling bad. All right, I didn't expect that part. All right, let's keep on. Can't see this, 207. Couple miles left.
Gotta love urban running.
There we go.
Almost done. That feels so good. Oh, my eyes are burning. That was a bad idea, actually, now.
Hey, that's...
Just...
I'm not a fan of this.
Oh. Start of week 8.
It's bright out here.
It's because you're just such a bright, shining star.
All right, so we just finished up a 4-mile run. It is the first one kind of back in our hometown after being in Bayfield, Wisconsin for 10 days. And I miss it already.
Yeah, I really missed the lake jumps, and it was such a good time. And I think this run was the symbol of we need to get back into routine.
Yeah, I mean, we put so much elevation training in and biking and hiking and all the other stuff last week. And I guess the week prior that, yeah, trying to get back just to the grind. But I'm still beat up and sore from all that activity.
Yeah, I still think we need time to recover, and that's okay. I think it's okay to just...
It's just a fly.
Okay, I couldn't tell. It came up right to my eyeball.
So I'm mostly focused on gearing up and getting ready for our long run because we have a heck of a long run this week, right? 18 miles?
That's the plan. That's what's on the plan. So we'll see when we get there how it's gonna look.
All right, so thanks for joining us for the first run in week 8.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get back on routine for you.
All right.
Bye. See you for Wondering Wednesday. Oh, I almost forgot. It's Tuesday. Whoa.
Well, it just started raining.
Didn't catch it.
Yeah, it's been really hot the last few days, so it's awesome that we're getting a little rain here. Feels very good. I'm doing tons of work right now, so I really needed this rain to cool me down. Jen is cooking right now. She's flying on the run.
I got some raindrops. Have the best support. Find yourself. Get some horses.
Jen's probably 3/4 done right now. She's cranking. Looking really good. All right, about a half mile left. Let's go, Jen. Yeah, she is cruising. Gonna have to kick down another gear in the bike. All right, final bend here. Yeah, nice work.
Hi. Did it.
Yeah, man, were you ever going?
I just had really good music playing.
Oh, nice. Hey, I love that.
So I was just getting, with the rhythm. And then also, there's taco pie in there.
Yeah, my parents cooked. How did it feel?
Well, yeah, I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. My legs have been feeling so much like lead. And I was surprised in the beginning how fast I was going, but I wasn't even like I was trying to go fast. It was just the natural.
That was the pace that you were feeling?
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, I'll just stick with it. And then I was like, okay, let's get to the 2 mile marker, because if then we can just turn back to 4. And I was like, okay, we're almost to 3, and then I got to 3, and then I was like, well, we're almost halfway around the lake, so then we just kept going. But I was telling Bryce that I did 100 push-ups, my chest is still feeling it. So my like momentum up top was not matching my momentum on the bottom, so I felt really off.
Like out of sync?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like this was slow.
Yeah.
And these were like, but yeah, otherwise we did it.
It's awesome.
Thank you for helping me. It is Wandering Wednesday, but do you want to postpone it for tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so we'll do Thinking Thursday with our true Bryce.
See you guys later.
Oh, I thought we were gonna touch fingertips.
That's
Bye.
weird. Double ET. Later.
He's back
Yeah.
with vengeance.
Hey, good work.
I'm feeling the 7 mile.
I bet you are. Doing good. This is the big hill climb. It's probably like,
3 feet of it.
yeah, 3 or 4 feet, 1%.
I can't wait to eat this stuff. Video update on our fresh farm stand here.
Crab apples. I want to come back and get some of those, some of these potatoes.
Look at how nice that corn is.
You got eggs. You got spaghetti squash. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Yet again, we don't have money, but also I don't know how we'd carry it home.
3 miles down. Boom.
Wow. Your like high fives are so intense.
Are they? I like to dial it back.
Or maybe I'm just weak and soft.
I don't know.
Now I gotta start practicing my high fives, and we do this like 500 times a day.
We'll have to put some mitts on, you know, the boxing mitts, and you'll high five them instead of punching.
Yeah. Anyways, it is Thinking Thursday because we missed Wandering Wednesday. Well, we didn't miss it, we just didn't participate. The question is, what has been the hardest thing in this training cycle so far?
Last year, like, we started training and then got on the road, and then it was just kind of Jen and I focused. This time we started training in the middle of kind of coming home to see all our friends, and I got a lot of stuff going on at work. We have a lot of like our friend trips and group stuff, and so we're trying to balance like getting our friend activity in and going out to eat and kind of the fun aspect of it with doing all the training. And I think that for me has been a bit of a life compromise.
So pretty much we've been just balancing real life with training, and we can't just be solely focused on one or the other, which I think is good. I think it's good for us to have this balance and work through it.
Yeah, I don't want to be like over regimented.
First of all, I don't think we could ever be over regimented.
Yeah.
We can say that we're never gonna get to that level.
Yeah, probably not. I also don't want to like compromise too many runs. Like I think last time we only missed, I probably missed more runs than you, but I don't think it was very many. Probably you could count on one hand.
Yeah.
And then this time it's kind of already missed like, I guess 2 runs.
Yeah, and the training cycle's shorter, so like then that sacrifice is a lot bigger.
Right.
Because then it adds up and you might, I don't know. might miss out on a lot.
Yeah, but we had a base. I don't know.
What I think was actually really hard for this training cycle is because we're coming off a base where we're in shape, we've been running, and it can be kind of detrimental because for me anyways, I want to just kind of push myself in some of the runs when I'm feeling good, when I should actually be scaling back and focusing on a slower zone pace.
Right, right.
So that's what I'm feeling today. Should have slowed down yesterday.
We knocked it out and did some speed work, so bonus speed work.
Yeah, which we never do.
No, not at all. That's something we should maybe include.
Yeah, I think for next time we have a lot to learn for building a training schedule. So little stepping stones.
Cool. All right, well, thanks for tuning in for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, he peaced out real fast. Okay, bye.
Guess what we got?
We got food.
Yeah, went back with 20 bucks and got a bunch of stuff. I'm so excited.
Supporting local farmers.
All right, let's go eat. I'm hungry.
Hey, you want to go for a ride?
Let's get it done.
Happy Saturday.
Here we are. We're back at Detroit Mountain, and we are getting ready to run something like 8 to 10 miles. We're gonna feel it out.
Yeah, we decided earlier this week because we missed our long run last weekend that we're not quite ready for 18 miles yet. So we're gonna do 8 to 10 miles today, and then we're gonna run tomorrow.
That's the plan.
Oh wow, getting a stretch on. Also today, we're gonna channel our friends Colin and Caroline because they are doing their Everest event today, and they have only 3 more laps to do to reach Everest height.
Yeah, and they have 8 hours to do it.
Yeah, so they started yesterday at 6 a.m. and are still going, and holy
Imagine walking uphill for 30 miles. Like, it's insane. I can't believe they're doing it. It seems so much harder than the ultra. I don't know, but they're grinding through it, and now they're in the last leg of it. So I'm really, we're watching and we're getting updates each time they finish a lap, and it's exciting. I can't wait for you guys to finish.
Oh, they're gonna do amazing. So we'll keep you posted by the end of our run, and maybe they finish by then.
They won't.
No.
That's only like 2 hours maybe.
But send some nice comments down below for them, and congratulations, because they definitely deserve it after all their hard work, and we're just so proud.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're gonna channel that and get into our own run. Look how much sweat is dripping down my face. We forgot to mention that it's supposed to be like 91 degrees today, and obviously humid. More cowbell!
I think that was supposed to be a cow.
Yeah.
Sound more like a goat.
Wow. Swinging us out there wasn't enough cowbell.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Twisted sister.
After that brain, you really did.
Maybe a bad idea. See here. Can't see that at all. 5.27. So about 3 miles left. Let's keep it up. So we just came across this super creepy Lawn ornament? How did how?
What the heck?
Man.
I don't know what, like the hands are creepy, the face is creepy, the feet are creepy.
We better get out of here. This is haunted stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Another one bites the dust. 8 miles down.
Yeah, that was quite the run. I always feel like there's a point in training where I hit a point where the runs start to become nerve-wracking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Interesting.
to start them.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've hit it now in training. And I think it's because we're getting just closer to race time. And I know our miles are progressing.
Well, you used to tell me you didn't even really get excited until we started doing double digits.
Maybe I was just nervous.
Okay.
I mean, I know once we start running, I feel really good. But it's like the point of starting where I'm kind of like, I don't know how it's gonna feel. Oh my God, like we're gonna be out there. But I have to just remind myself, like, this is therapeutic for me. It's gonna go well. And it did.
We're currently reading Born to Run on Audible, and they're talking about how gracefully people can run downhills and uphills and stuff like that. So I was trying to run kind of on my toes, like going downhill, kind of faster cadence or whatever. And I feel like I tweaked both feet.
Oh man.
So like my big knuckle on my toe on my right side is painful, and my left side I kind of feel like I bruised kind of the mid foot. So I don't know, maybe these shoes are just shot and it's time to do trail shoes. So for the comments, what are you guys wearing? What are your trail shoes for this season?
Yeah, I think I'm ready for new trail shoes too. They're getting worn out. I mean, I'm wearing the ones from our last Ultra.
We're both in Lone Peak, Ultra Lone Peak 6s.
Which I think I'm gonna stick with. I really think they jive with my feet really well.
We both have very wide feet.
Yeah.
And so we have the same shoe, but I have like a 0.4 riser in the back because I need just a little bit.
He just wants to be a little taller.
Yeah, I feel short all the time. All right, let's go hydrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a lot of water now. Woo. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow for Sunday.
Makes it look easy. I'm bouncing all over the place. This trail's hard to run on. It's so narrow. And there's no cactuses. There's sticker plants and burning weed all along the trail. So, should have wore some tall socks.
Warrior of the forest and running with a stick.
Oh, hello.
Finishing it strong. Dang. It's like Usain Bolt.
All right, glad that's over.
Who's happy? Who's very happy? Thank you.
Hands are really dirty. All right, that's 6 miles down.
That is the completion of our second long run. And what day is it?
It's Monday. Hey, we ran on a Monday. That's what we're celebrating.
We were supposed to run 8. We only ran 6. We're a day late, but better late than never.
Still got it done.
Our training right now is going complete haywire, I think.
Yeah, we got a ton going on in our personal life and in business and everything else. So it's just been hard to fit in the runs. We're trying to just grind through it, and I think we're both really looking forward to once we get to Colorado, so we can be a little more focused on just the ultra versus all the other stuff going on.
Yeah, and we have at least one more week of chaos because we're going to be heading on the road to Colorado. But I'm just glad that we got it done. It definitely. Hey, Kane, come here. Yeah, I'm just glad that we got it done. There's a bee in my face. My God, I can't say the sentence.
At least you didn't throw the phone this time.
Okay, I'm just glad that we got this run done because I know it's been really hard for me to work around the training schedule and the planning, and my anxiety's been super high. And I've been just trying to work through it. But every time we run, it helps me decompress, so it's a win there.
Good. Glad we knocked it out. And speaking of being busy, you have to go. So
Yeah, I gotta go. All right, well, that's a completion of week 8, and now we're gonna be working on week 9.
So we'll probably, see you tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye, guys.
Oh, man, that's hot. Oh, like Paris Hilton.
Yeah, it's hot.
That's hot.
It's hot.
Look at those legs.
I gotta figure out how to climb down. Make sure to edit this shit. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be saying here.
I just had to get big. I don't know, I feel like this is really awkward.
Yeah, it is. No.
She sets this giant mason jar open in my car. She's a spiller. This is so dangerous. I'm just gonna take that. Where would we even put this? This jar is enormous. It doesn't even fit in our cup holders.
Okay, well, either that was a really weird crotch shot or it worked.